This course is on the fundamental skills of leadership and management in the context of a professional experience. There is a thread, a common thread that will bind together all of the course material and exercises and activities that we do for the next semester. That is, how do you create and manage value? And you can read all about this in Chapter 3 of DZA CHapter and Alston's Pharmacy Management, Essentials for All Practice Settings, 3rd edition. As an introduction to this concept of creating and managing value, I'm going to give you a short presentation on what it's all about. Our objectives are to describe how value is created, describe the relative value theorem, describe stakeholders in the healthcare marketplace, and then apply the relative value theorem to pharmacy practice and to your personal life. Let's use the example of Mr. James Doe, who's a recent pharmacy graduate, and he's applied for a clinical pharmacy position at his ideal hospital. The real question is, what does James have to offer that the other 99 candidates for the same job do not have? The essential question is, what is James going to do for the hospital that should make them want to pay him $120,000 a year? Now, if you cannot answer that question for yourself, you need to pay attention, because that is what value is all about. The key to success is not what you know, it's what you can do with what you know. The ability to create value for those whom you interact and serve is an essential skill that will distinguish you from other people. Value in the academic sense is described by a fellow named Zeitamel, who says, a function of our desire to obtain high-quality goods and services that meet our needs and wants, as well as what we need to sacrifice to obtain them, describes value. Essentially, you're comparing the benefits of the product to the costs of the product. The relative value theorem takes that one step further and looks at, why do people buy what they buy? Why do people hire who they hire? Why do people make a decision to do this and not do that? And that is all based on the relative value theorem. Relative value meaning I'm comparing one or two or three different alternative spending uses of my money and trying to decide which one do I spend the money on. There are three other elements that interplay. They are the price, the service, and the perceived value of that purchase. Now, how this happens is the price is what it costs, not only in dollars, but in time, emotional energy, effort, aggravation, whatever it takes out of me to buy this product is its price. The service component is, what do I get in addition to the product when I buy it from you? Is it a warranty, a guarantee, your extra help after the sale, consultation after the sale, a lifelong relationship, treated fairly? You know, what is it about your business, your offering, that distinguishes it from the pack? And then the ultimate goal is to calculate this relative value, which is, how does this option that I'm looking at compare to the other uses of my dollars, my time, and my energy? But you'll see here in the graphic that what happens is the price and cost information filters through this prism of perceived value before that relative value determination is made. And this perceived value is different for every individual. It's different for whoever's doing the perceiving. It's different based on the stakeholder. And what the stakeholder is saying when they look at your price offering and your service offering is, how does this product or service meet my emotional, mental, physical, or cultural needs? Has my experience with this product before been good? Do I mistrust these people? Do I trust these people? Does this product allow me to project the image I desire? Does it make me feel good about myself? Does it make me feel bad about myself? So the price and service are the things that a person putting the offering into the market strategizes and tries to make the offering as compelling as possible, but the perceived value can be different for each individual looking at the identical offering. They then make a decision based on that perceived value whether that the offering is better than the other uses of their money. So this is the frustration that comes into play when you design a great product, great price, great service offering. There's just a certain amount of people out there that don't want it because it's not what they're looking for. And understanding all these elements is understanding how value is created. So the price is the cost to acquire, and it's both monetary and non-monetary factors. Service is those things that distinguish one good or service from other competing products, and the perceived value can trump the price and service elements. So if I just don't want to buy the product, no matter what you price it at and how good of a warranty you offer me, I'm still not even going to consider it as an option. So the trade-off is between quality versus sacrifice. How well does this good or service meet my emotional, physical needs? How well does this good or service allow me to project the image I desire? How satisfactory has my experience been with the good or service? There's always this balance between the quality that I get versus the sacrifice of what I have to give up to get it. So when I look at future changes in the healthcare system, the need to increase quality, decrease costs, and improve access to healthcare, the pharmacist's role is not guaranteed in our nation's future healthcare team. Many of the things we're talking about trying to do, medication therapy management, lifestyle therapy, lifestyle management, these are all things other people are trying to do as well. We need to prove that we deserve a role in the marketplace. For example, can we create value by improving adherence? Pharmacists need to motivate patients to achieve desired outcomes. And one of those things you have to do is understand how to create value so that you can create the value in the mind of your patient, allowing them to actually engage in the practice of adhering to their medications. The other element that's important in the discussion of value is understanding the stakeholder perspective and what's likely to impact the perceived value for this customer. And this is one of the things that many young pharmacists and pharmacy students lose sight of, is that they're so focused on patient care and patient care roles that they lose sight of the other 80% of the marketplace that's out there. You can, in fact, design a business practice and have a long career not doing a patient care role by developing a service or a business or working for a business that provides services to other providers, physicians, nurses, those kinds of folks. You can also provide services to payers, which is what HMOs and PBMs do. You can also provide services to regulators, in other words, by being, say, a state board inspector or working for an agency that helps provide credentialing. You could also provide goods and services support and guidance for people that are suppliers to the other four stakeholders. So there's a lot of ways you can use your pharmacy education to create a valuable service in the marketplace. In summary, value is critical due to the resource limitations, the complexities of medical practice, and healthcare reforms. The relative value theory is a simplified model to guide pharmacists through the process of deciding what is valuable to the stakeholder and how do I, as a pharmacist, craft an offering to the marketplace that is valuable, that people will perceive highly, and people will pay me to do. Ultimately, all the great clinical skills you develop in pharmacy school are not worth anything if you can't get somebody to pay you to do that. And learning how to create value in the marketplace is a critical professional skill. This skill will thread through everything that we do for the rest of the semester. If there's any part of this that you don't get, please go back over the video, but now we're going to jump into some exercises that will help bring out how you use relative value theorem to make decisions that are sound, professional, and worthy of being used in the marketplace.